Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Soul Bliss. Have you looked in your mental account book to find out whether your income of good experiences has been greater than the cost of your wrong actions? No. You would see that for the most part, expensive bad habits have eaten up the profits of happiness. I used to introspect like that so that I could make my life the way I wanted it to be. Analyze your own life. In the morning, you get up and quickly say a short prayer, then you eat and go to work. Next comes lunchtime, more work, and then dinner time and some useless diversions. And before long, you are off to bed. The same old thing every day. And every day, your will is being broken by the dictates of your habits and environment. Why do you allow this? You excuse yourself and say, someday I will try to do those things I know I should do, but that day may never come. Why limit your capability to the adage, don't bite off more than you can chew? I believe you should bite off more than you can chew, and then chew it, don't be useless. Make your life worthwhile. Material success becomes empty without God. Everything moves so fast in America, you are always busy doing something. And it is better to reap the harvest of the world than to be a lazy man. But you must also reap the richest harvest of life, God. The only way to attain true happiness is to accomplish something in this world and to achieve success with the Lord. Your most worthwhile activity is daily communion with God. The demands of the world are constantly breaking your willpower to seek Him. But no matter what the world gives you, your heart will still wish for God. You know that when you die, not all the power on the earth can do anything to you. Who can help you then? God. And this is why you must always reason that this world is only a stopping place. Your home is with Him. After all you have done, this earth life becomes empty because you are going to have to leave everything eventually. One day you will have to part with all your material possessions. You envy the power and wealth of a Henry Ford, but he too will have to leave everything behind, except the great willpower and success consciousness which he has attained. He will be able to use those in another incarnation to find God more quickly when he begins his search divine. You may say that life is ebbing away and you are going to die anyway, so why try for success? I would answer as the Gita says that at the moment of death, even 1 second before, if you can leave the body with the conviction that you are victorious in life, so shall it be. If you go with the conviction that you will be with the Lord, so shall it be. Whatever thoughts predominate as a result of the way you have lived your life, those thoughts determine your after-death state and the pattern of your next life. Can you remember that? There is no excuse to say that you are too old or otherwise unable to succeed materially and spiritually. If you see that you are not pleasing God, ask yourself how you can better please Him, how you can be nicer to everyone, how you can meditate deeper, think, and then act. This is the way to develop. Make a God break his vow of silence, no matter what happens. If you are more and more with God, you will find that He is with you always. But will you make that effort? Every day in the beginning, my mind used to say, you can't know God, only great ones like Krishna, Jesus, and Buddha could. Then I would reason, if God favored them, He is partial, but I know He is not. He does not favor anyone. Even they had to go through great trials, but they are divinely successful, so I too can realize God. Make the effort to find God by trying to convince Him that you want Him and by trying to bend His will to speak to you. You have to make God break His vow of silence, then He will speak. That is what makes it difficult to know Him. It requires devotional perseverance. How many years I secretly cried for God, but I know that I can never lose Him now because He is not apart from me, He is ever with me. When the wave melts into the ocean and becomes one with it, the wave cannot feel lost from the ocean anymore. So are we. When we become one with Spirit, we cannot feel separated from God again. Above all, then, find time for God. No matter how tired you are at the end of the day, as soon as everyone else retires, you get up and throw yourself at His feet. Don't sleep until you have communed with Him. Pray to Him in the language of your heart, My Lord, you come first. I have made up my mind that in the temple of night I shall give myself to loving you. You are my everything. You are my sleep. You are my life. You are my death if necessary. I want you alone. You are sufficient. I offer all my power, all my inner thought, all my love to feel you, to be with you, to love you. Lord, don't make me a spiritual clown. Much of the time now I remain secluded from the people. I don't mix with those who just waste my time. I found it was the only way I could be with God. As soon as you are too much with people on the social plane, you are not with God anymore. I used to accept all kinds of invitations, but I gave that up. I would prefer to be with the yogis in the jungle who have renounced everything and who quietly bless the world with their God communion, unlike the minister who bows to the rich in order to make his church prosperous. These saints are real kings, great spiritual men, rulers of themselves. You see their joy, such contentment, peace, and bliss. That comes not from material gain, but by using the willpower to develop cosmic consciousness, that consciousness that is one with God. Be inwardly free like those yogis, be with God, so that you can laugh at life when it tries to strike you down. Please like the video, subscribe the channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Hare Krishna.